Council, I printed out our calls for service to Wilby's Bar from January 1st, 2010 until November the 30th. We had actually, no, it was printed, November 30th. We've had 21 complaints in that time period, 16 of which were loud music complaints. The rest were, you reported a theft of an ice machine.
Well, yeah.
You know, something like that. But we responded to 16 complaints there, one each another. 16 are loud music. One's at 11:04, one's at 10:51, one's at 1:16 in the morning, one's at 2:13 in the morning. I mean, they're all different hours of the time, date and time.
Right.
Our patrol people are going to stick up for the bar. I brought Captain Brower. He's our patrol supervisor. He's responded to complaints. If you want to ask him questions about it, you know, I mean, I've never responded to a noise complaint. I will tell you that Saturday night I worked the night shift and I sat down here on this corner from 12:20 to almost 1:30. There was one car there. There's a bunch of people walking in and out. I saw you leave once following a pickup, and then you came back.
And I got a sober driver for Jake.
And there were two guys that stepped outside at one point and smoked cigarettes. I could hear them talking, sitting down here on the corner. I just shut my car off, and mind you, it's in the middle of the night, and you could hear a pin drop. But our people are saying that very seldom there was a jukebox deal they responded to that was a legitimate complaint. Last week, Deputy Beatty sat out in front for, it was 45 minutes. The vehicle left with a loud muffler, so we ran that down because people were complaining about so he ran them down. Out with that, they get a loud music complaint. He's like, there's nobody there. I want to remind the council, though, I also viewed the videos of the last council meeting. I want to remind you, I was here on July 6th, and you didn't have enough for a quorum for a meeting. I brought that exact same ordinance that those people produced last month and said the same thing. Let's charge them. Let's charge them with violation of your noise ordinance, have these people come in, and have a judge decide who's at fault. Have a judge decide, are they violating the law or aren't they? Just because we charge them doesn't mean they're guilty. I was told that you'll look into that and get back to me. Nobody ever did. Last month it was made it sound like that we're not doing anything about this, but I want to remind you, I was here in July about this problem. You know, last month I felt that your citizens got sent mixed signals. One council member, Mr. Davis, sat there and said, virtually it's a business district, there's nothing we can do about it. And on the other hand, saying the sheriff's office needs to do more about this. But what is it? Are we going to do something about it? Are you going to let us enforce it or aren't you? That's what it boils down to. We can bring in a noise decimal meter, but if we can't enforce it, why bring in a noise decimal meter?